here. All right. Our first guy on the board is James Cooks. James Cook. I'm going to cook him like it cooks with the Bills with that slab of meat. But anyways, the Bills, they came in, played. They came in and actually played the. I think they played the Chiefs. They played the Chiefs. That was a pretty good game, back and forth and whatnot. The Bills won 20-17 toward the end, but the Chiefs would have had that game wrapped up. But thanks to some numbnut, he couldn't keep his foot off the line, so they lost. So they lost
Yeah,
that game.
check with the official. Kadarius Toney's a bum. He's a
Yep.
bum.
So, I want to say here, James Cook, 91% rostered. He was 62% started this weekend. Um, 30.10 30.10 fantasy points. That was RB3 on the week. 10 attempts, 58 rushes. Not rushes, yards. 5 targets, 83 yards. And that was good for 16.6 yards per catch, and he had a touchdown in this game. It's we talked about Cooks earlier this season, and that was way back, probably like week 2 or week 3. I'm like, did we ever talk about this guy? And I'm like, oh, wait. I had to go. I went back and took a look at all of our highlighted guys we talked about. I'm like, no shit, we did. And James,
Yep.
Cooks kind of bounces off. He's kind of like he has a good game and then he's not there. He has a good game, he's not there. But I mean, he's kind of been consistent, but not consistent at the same time. And I'm just like, well, this last game he actually had a pretty. I think he can be a more consistent player. The way they used him now, this is how they should be using him. I mean, he's a versatile running back. He can run through the tackles. He's a good pass catcher too as well. I mean, this is how they should be using him. But um, other than that, he had a pretty good weekend. With 30 some odd points this weekend. Um, you go ahead and chime in. I want to find his stats here real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. I Buffalo. They're 7-6, man, but they're years past. If they can get to 10-7 and get into the playoffs, we'll see what happens against Dallas this weekend. But I think could actually run the football. I like Tyler Johnson, who's a reject from the Jets. I mean, he's comes in there, has a few bursts. Latavius Murray kind of resurrected himself. He's probably 84 years old at this point. Latavius Murray's a nice changeup. James Cook. It's not every week, but I mean, it's better than the running game's been in the past. With Singletary and Cook. I know they had that combo last year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Cook going forward. I'd stick. I'd hold. I'd stay in pat. I'd keep him in there. If you're in a 12-man league, I'd keep him in either one of the 2 running back spots, or if it depends on what format of your league. A flex spot, but I'd keep him in the starting lineup. Absolutely, going forward. I'd ride him out because there's a lot of other more inconsistent running backs. Trust me.
Yeah. The last actually a couple of weeks here, he's actually been putting up 22 points. He had another 22 points. He had 22 points
He's on fire.
against Jets. Yep, he had 22 points against the Jets, 22 points against Philly. He didn't have any touchdowns in that game, I don't think. No. Oh, he did have one against the Jets, but I mean, other than that, he's only had one rushing touchdown this year. But I mean, he's had a couple 100-yard games already. I mean, if the Bills can actually like get him going, or actually kind of get that pass game going and then get the run game going, Cooks, I don't see why he could not have like more touchdowns this season. I mean, honestly, he should at least have 5 rushing touchdowns this season. But they mismatch all these running backs. I saw that Latavius Murray catch, which is like in and out of his fingers. It's like, dude, what the hell was wrong with that? But I just think Cooks is overall better. I mean, he's got 3 receiving touchdowns, but only 1 rushing touchdown. Kind of crazy to see how they're actually using Cooks. But the playoffs here, real quick. They got Dallas here next. They got Dallas here this upcoming week. Dallas's rushing defense is 13th against the rush. They got Chargers next, who are after the following: Chargers, Patriots. Chargers is 16th against the rush, and how are the Patriots third against the rush, not giving up any freaking rush? Like they hold running backs down to only allow 88 yards per game. How in the hell is that possible?
Because their defense is good. Patriots defense, nothing wrong with Patriots defense. It's the fact that they were dumb and started Mac Jones for like 10 of the games. That's why they're 3-10. Because Mac Jones is awful. You deserve to be 3-10 when you start Mac Jones that many games. Get him out of here. Yeah, James Cook, play.
Yeah, I think he'll have a good out. Not really good outing against Dallas, but the Chargers, I think it could be a pretty good outing there. And
yeah,
I don't know,
tear the Chargers up.
Patriots.
Chargers backed it in. They got their backpack ready. They're hiking out in the middle of the woods. That's where the Chargers are going.
Yeah, so and they got the Patriots at home, so there's possible he could probably get a touchdown there. Even though the Patriots are third against the rush, I just think that there's a good chance that Cooks gets into the end zone. All right. Any other real quick thoughts on James Cook before we move on here?
Nope. Meeting adjourned.